I'm here with Rodney Bolden, Executive Director of Morgan Stanley at Work. Rodney, thank you for sitting down.
Thank you for having me, Ramona. Pleasure.
So you look at the future of work, I think in an interesting way. You look at it through the eyes of the employees a lot of time, as well as the employers. What are you hearing from employees out there about how their bosses are rolling out AI right now?
That's a wonderful question. So when we look at employees and what their thoughts are on AI in the workplace, what we're finding is that many employees are already using it. So according to a survey from Adecco, 48% of employees said that they're using AI in the workplace today, and that's on a global basis. Now in the US, there's a survey done by Gallup that found just about a third of employees are using AI in the workplace today. And the good news is that employees believe that AI will help them in their careers. Over half said that it will take their career in a new direction. 46% say that they have already seen career benefits to knowing and using AI, but it's not equal across the board.
Let's look at that for a minute. Who is being disproportionately impacted negatively by AI?
I wouldn't call it impacted negatively per se. I would say more concerned about AI. Right now, only about a third of employees are concerned that AI is going to eliminate their job. But that concern creeps up when we talk about low-income employees making less than $35,000 a year. That concern creeps up for Black employees. That concern is also, which was a little surprising to find, with what they call Zennials, so Gen Z and younger millennials. For all three of those groups, it's more like about 40% are concerned that AI may eliminate their jobs. And another thing that I will note is that frontline workers are much less likely, so those who are manual laborers are much less likely to feel that AI is going to benefit their job. Far more likely, office staff, those are the ones that feel that AI is going to be the benefit. So it's not really, I would say, negative per se, but it's more about, I don't see how it's going to benefit me. I don't understand how I'm going to be using it. That's really the concern, much more so with frontline workers.
So it is in people's awareness now, but I still don't think they understand it so well.
No, they don't, and they're not comfortable with it. So according to the Gallup AI survey in the workplace, only about 16% of workers say that they're either somewhat comfortable or very comfortable using AI at work. So even those workers, and think about that figure. Earlier I said 48% worldwide using it, 33% in the US, but only 16% are comfortable with it. That is a little concerning if you're an employer, that you're asking your employees, hey, we have this great new tool that can help you become more productive. And employees are saying that because just about 45% of employees say that they have seen productivity increase with using AI, but they're still not sure about it. So it really begs the point that overwhelmingly employees are looking for more training. Teach me how to use this tool.
Anytime that you have a job and your boss comes to you and says, hey, I want to change the way you're doing that, I think that is just intuitively frightening to people because they do feel like they're going to lose their work. So how do you think an employer should talk to their employees to help them feel comfortable in this? Because it's not going away.
First thing is, and this is what, from employees, data. What employees say they want, tell me what are the expectations. Explain to me. Gallup last week released a poll, and what it found is that only 45% of employees know what is expected of them in their role. So 55%, or over half, are going, I think I'm doing the right thing. I'm not sure I'm doing the right thing. I don't know what's expected of me. And that is also true with artificial intelligence, machine learning. So the first thing an employer has to do is say, okay, now Ramona, we're going to have you use this new tool. Let me tell you how we expect you to use it. in what way we expect you to use it, and not only that, what is going to be the benefit, because that's another thing. You have to let them know this is not only going to benefit the company, but it's going to benefit you. One of the things that's concerning about the workforce right now is, according to Gallup again, is employee engagement is at an all-time low. Employees are feeling very detached from their companies. And when employees detach, that means they're being less productive, and also more likely to wander and start looking elsewhere. So one of the things that employers should start doing is coming up with ways to create that community within their workplace. Help identify for employees, okay, here's your role, here's the goals of the larger organization. How does your role, let me talk to you about how your role connects to that larger goal. Because they're feeling very detached from the organization. And that tells me if you're feeling detached, that means you don't see where you add value. So help define the value that employee is delivering to the larger organization. How is this spreadsheet that I'm doing today, what does it do with our profitability? How does it translate into that? If you're not able, and this is where middle management and frontline management is so valuable, and so much more training and management instruction needs to occur at that level, because that is the most key level of management within an organization, because they set the tone for the rest of the organization. Yes, it sets the tone from the top, but they deliver that message to the rest of the organization.
One of the things that we are talking about here at the Hope Global Forum is the idea of economic mobility and making sure that everybody has a seat at the work table, so to speak, as the way we work changes, but just it's so important for economic prosperity for the country as a whole, productivity, global competitiveness. All these things are at play, but at the heart of it is people, right?
Absolutely.
So, kind of wrapping up here, what is your feeling about where we're at when it comes to, we'll circle back to AI? It's not going away. Employers have to do something. Not only creating more productivity, which is what's happening there, but they have to be productive. They need to engage the employees. So give me one more pitch to them. Call to action.
Call to action. Detail to your employees what is the strategic vision for implementing your AI strategy. Have employees be involved. Utilize your employee resource groups. Call them in for focus sessions. Hey, we're rolling out this new tool. Let's have a conversation. How do you think it'll be? That's really what employees are saying. Help me understand what this is going to do for me and the larger organization. And if you do that, then that great detachment that's happening in the workplace may very well be either eliminated or alleviated.
Thank you, Rodney.
Thank you.